Okay, I am now live. So hopefully everybody you can see my screen then, right? Okay, so I'm going to put my phone up next to the speaker and you can welcome everybody onto the call. Everyone, this is George Bingham.
Hello, everybody. This is George Bingham on the call.
Okay, that may not be working. That's major feedback there. Okay, we're just going to go through the process and give me a call if you have any questions, okay? Okay, take care. Bye. Okay, I will. Okay, bye. Okay, we're gonna go back. Okay, everyone. I'm sorry, we're playing while we're broadcasting here, but let's see. I gotta move that thing out of the way. Okay, so we do have some people on the line. A dozen or so right now. Um, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with this presentation. And people, because I'll cover enough stuff that we'll cover it enough that you'll get it. And this will also be available on YouTube after the fact. So anyone who misses it, we're going to be able to, they'll be able to watch it later. So I know you're just listening to my voice, and I'm going to just go through these slides. So this is my house on the beach. Now this is some pictures from now this is not my full-time house. I live in Kirkland, Washington, about 5 miles from Bill Gates and all those other people. Well, this is my house. That was my house, and here's pictures from my house on in our semi-private island. Very nice. This is some pictures of me, just some places I've been, and I got to go out and play with the dolphins and the whales. So that was just to kind of warm up and get people excited, I guess. To succeed in this industry, though, it's important that we recruit, and we must be recruiting constantly. I need to get rid of this. I've got a thing in my window I need to get rid of. Okay. So you should be recruiting 2 to 3 people a week. Okay, no, that's not working. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So anyway, how's that going for you? Are you all able to recruit 2 or 3 people every week? If you are, then you probably don't need to even watch this. But if you'd like to recruit up to 20 people a week, you might be interested in continuing to watch what we have offered for you. And better yet, I want to be able to show you how you can keep your retentions at 80 to 90%. And how can I promise an increase in recruiting and retention when the normal pattern is if you're having a massive recruiting, then usually right after that retention goes way down? Because I have brought together the best automated systems company with the best training company in the industry. And who am I, and why should you even listen to me? And that's very legitimate questions. I would be asking those questions. My name is Roy Harris. This is me with my dolphin, and I go out and play with them. Um, it's not my personal dolphin. This is the one at SeaWorld. They won't let me take one home and bring it in my pool or anywhere. So, but it's the kind of things you get to do when you're successful in your online business, and I know that's what you ultimately joined. My works for is so you can have the lifestyle, so you can live where you want to live, you can go where you want to go, you can do what you want to do. Now, I got my early training, and I was only just 20 years old when I went to work for W. Clement Stone, because I had always admired him. He published the Success Unlimited magazine. He was the one that brought Napoleon Hill out of retirement and put him back to work, making some more, books and things. And I hope everybody knows who Napoleon Hill is, and maybe you don't know who W. Clement Stone is, but he was quite a man, and I learned so much from him in my early 20s. Then later on, I went to work for this guy. You might recognize him. He's made a couple of $100 or so, in real estate. This is Donald Trump, and he's that really is his hair, and because that's a doctor friend of mine and George's, standing right behind him, and he should be on the line tonight. And so, of course, I can't see anything that anybody's saying, because I've got my PowerPoint presentation up. So I will answer any questions you have later. But so that is Donald Trump, and that is his real hair, and I'm there on your left. So, and so this is our company, and we call ourselves Driven to Succeed, because our job is to drive you to success. Now, the challenges you face as leaders are recruiting, training, and retention. And this happens in any industry. It doesn't matter what it is. Even the guy that owns a McDonald's has the same problem. It's a constant problem in any line of business. So, Driven to Succeed, we are a franchise recruiting, training, sales, and mentoring system. Now, how does the automated recruiting system work? Training and mentoring systems, and these are the items we're going to cover in this presentation. So it just kind of gives you a setup. How to sell without selling, how does the system help me and my Works LLC, and how does the compensation plan work, and what does this cost, which is the question everybody wants to know. Now, 99.9% of your prospect market does not know how to sell or market. And what's more disturbing is they don't want to sell, at least not one-on-one. And so we call it by another name. We say, we'd like you to share this opportunity. So it doesn't sound so much like they're out selling, but when it gets down to it, it's like, if I'm sharing this opportunity, it sounds like I'm sharing this opportunity. It sounds like I'm selling it, and people, as a general rule, don't want to do that. So we've found a better way. But to stay in business, you have to sell products. And the goal of our company is we teach people how to reach their goals and live their dreams. In the process, we make them the best damn marketers you've ever seen. Introducing the iPass 2 system. This is a project we've been working on for 4 years in its semi-current form, and we've made a few iterations. We put it out there. That worked a little bit, that worked a little bit better, and we now have the full system that's coming online, and you get to have access to it completely free, because it's until we go online live. So you'll have the entire system that takes people brings them in. It has proprietary traffic. It brings them into, if you can see the, let's show a little bit better picture here. Takes them into different low-cost offers. It's what you would call like a loss leader, where you take something that you lose money on or you break even on, and just to get people's attention and to get them interested. You find something they want, you give it to them at a price that's less than they could ever get it anywhere else, and you've got their interest. So this is how we bring people in. We don't take them to a capture page or anything like that. Then we actually sell them the iPass system for $47. And then we give them an upsell offer that's $97 that you also get free by getting in before we're actually live. And then we go into the profit maximizers, and we will talk about that later. So this is how it all begins. We have worked, and we've been working with these companies for quite a while now, because we've been doing this iPass system for a while. 2 years we've had a live system on, but it's nothing like the one we have going right now, or that we're going to be opening up. And it's completely different. But so we've worked with the top traffic sources in the industry, and we've got contracts with them that they will provide us their best traffic at a discount price, because we're going to buy in such huge volumes. I mean, already people have purchased the leads, and we already have an order for $1 million in of traffic right now. So you can tell with the volume that we have, these companies are very interested in doing business with us, and we take that proprietary traffic, we take it from traffic into leads and prospects, and we give you customers, which is ultimately what you want. Now, as part of this system, we have superior training systems, and we have different levels that people can come in at. Now, but what really sets us apart from anyone else and anything else out there, because people will sell you courses, they'll sell you this and they'll sell you that. What we provide that no one else has is a personal mentor coach for each new recruit you bring in, and it costs them nothing. And I'm going to take you through that scenario so you can understand how that works, but you can understand why that would be so important to have somebody coaching your new prospect all along the way. And the problem that you have in any industry, again, is once you get, let's say you brought in 20 people to your to MyWorks, and you're trying to train them and hold their hands and coach them and mentor them, and so when you're doing that, you don't have the ability to recruit. And the bigger your organization gets, the more difficult that becomes. So if you have somebody else that's coaching and mentoring them, you still have all that free time that you can recruit or just go out and enjoy yourself. And that's the reason you got into business for yourself, is so you could actually have free time to go out and enjoy yourself. So let's take this model, and so I want to take somebody right through the system. How's all this work? Your prospect comes into your business for one of two reasons. Either they love your products, which I'm assuming that's one of your primary sources of bringing new people into your business, or they want to start a business, or they're just looking how to make money. Our business model and what we focus on is the second item there. We go after the people who want to start their own business or just looking how to make some extra money. And then we teach them how to market to the first and second group. So let's take this. step by step by step. Exactly. We're going to have a new prospect. Now, her name is Mary, and she's looking for an online job she can do and stay home with her children. And this is something that so many moms are looking for out there. They're looking for a way they can stay home with their children. And so they're always looking online. How can I get a job? And it's very difficult to find anything that really works out there and anything they can make any money. So we find her either through an ad or through the traffic broker. Like I said, that proprietary traffic that we have coming in, we have one of those two ways that we bring them in, that we find her. And she is taken to an offer directly. Like I said, we don't take people to a capture page because 30% of people put in fake information anyway, and so you've already lost them. So we take them directly to the offer. So in this case, we offer to give her information about finding home business opportunities in her area. And so that's just one of the many offers that we have, but we associate, and why our numbers are so high, because we can bring in 50% of people that actually come to that offer, because we target the offer to the individual and what they're looking for. She wants a home-based business. Okay, we show, okay, here's home-based businesses in your area, and we charge her $7. And she says, oh, great, you know, it's only $7, and I get some really good information. But then before she checks out, she's told that there is a business already set up. It's like a franchise because all the hard work has been done, and it's a proven model. It's just like buying a McDonald's franchise. All the hard work, they teach you what to do step by step by step by step. But in their case, I don't think you actually even get a coach or a mentor to help you walk through it. But you know, they have all their volumes of books. And she can own this franchise for only a one-time payment of $47. So she's excited. And she says, well, yeah, you know, that sounds really good. It's $47. I can start my own business, and it's already ready to go. And she gets in. So Mary is given access to the back office of iPass 2. Now, I don't have really any detailed slides of that because we're still tweaking some stuff, but it will be live in the next week to 2 weeks. And you have, like I said, you have access to get it now all for free. But in the back office, so I can help you understand, is all this information of Mary's information has been captured for you. You have a calculator back there that shows how much money you'd like to make every month, how much advertising you would need to do. It has, so you have basically an autoresponder, you've got all these tools that are given to you as part of the iPass 2 system. So she's looking at all these tools and all the training, and there's just tons of training available, and it's all step-by-step instructions because we've already checked that out. You give a new person, and you just say, here's all this stuff, go start studying it. They get into overwhelm mode, and they don't do anything at all. So she sees that everything is step by step. Step 1, you do this. Step 2, you do this. And then her coach mentor contacts her at this time, and they start discussing a game plan, and they go through exactly what it is that she needs, what she's looking to do, and so she's got all those things. And then she's offered this additional training program for $97. But it's not required to purchase, you know, that program, but you know, that's available to her if she wants. So she's gotten in. She's paid $7.47. That's all it's cost her, and she has access to all these tools. She's got a coach mentor that's already talking to her. We're finding her goals and objectives. We recommend a set of trainings that she should obtain, and say she wants to learn about SEO, or she wants to learn social media. She wants to learn Facebook and LinkedIn and all these ways of marketing. and we direct her into where she should go and what she should be doing to learn those things. But in the process, she has the iPass system, and she can do the same thing that you did. You know, she can get traffic, run it through, and anyway, but she's had a very positive experience up to this point. And so now you contact her because it just shows up automatically. It's like Mary Jones has just signed in iPass. Her coach has contacted her already, because the coach will probably beat you, but you know, and that's nothing wrong with that, because that gives the experience that she has so much stronger. And then when you talk to her and say, hey, this is our product line, and you go and you talk to her about the benefits of the company, and she's already open to you. So it's not like you're having to find somebody cold, you know, try to just share the products with them and hope they get interested. She's already seen a tool that she can use, that she can turn around and she can make money with, because she sees how simple it is. She's been contacted by a coach mentor. She's seen all the back office tools that are available back there, and then you contact her and say, hey, this is our company, MyWorks LLC, and these are our products, and here's our compensation plan. She's going to be so much more open to you that you know, you've got her at that point. I mean, she's now what you'd call ultra hot prospect, and signing her up with MyWorks LLC should be a very easy job at that point. But and so that's your job. We don't try to sell the company and the products because that's where you come in as her sponsor, and you need to make her aware that you're her sponsor and that you're there for her, besides her coach, that you're there for her too. So now what happens to Mary after she's signed up iPass, she's signed up with MyWorks LLC. Now we put her down a training path. So she's the best marketer that you can possibly have in your organization. And because the whole key here is you want Mary to bring in hundreds of people to help build the organization. So we don't give up on her at that point. We say, hey, Mary, we have several different programs and several different levels that you can participate in. And the first one is the Fast Start program, and it gives her a well, we'll kind of cover that later, but it's only $197. The Silver program, you have to have already got the Fast Start system, because they all kind of work in conjunction. You get the Fast Start system, then you move up to the Silver, then you move up to the Gold, and then you move up to the Black system. And each one has a much higher level of training. In fact, we call the Black level the Master's course, because it's really, you don't want to get in there as a newbie, because everything would be right over your head. But for somebody who's marketed for a while, it puts them on super overdrive. So, but the benefit of each of these levels is when you get down to the Gold level, if you get at the Gold level, then you have access to the proprietary traffic that we provide, because we don't want you to have access to it until you actually know what you're doing. So that's why we put that at that level. So beside the training programs you have at Gold level, which it's, and believe me, those are some of the best in the industry for that price. I've seen those same type of trainings for $10,000 and more. But you can have that for only $1,000, and you have access to that proprietary traffic. Now, we also require that if somebody wants to have coaches for their new recruits, that they have the master's level classes, what we call the Black level, And at that level, you know, each of your new recruits, and it doesn't matter how many you have, will have access to the coaching. Now this is a little bit about the Fast Start program, and there's a lot more involved, but there's only so much room on a piece of paper. But you have full access to the iPass systems. You get access as you go to different levels. You get different levels of access into the back office. So you get it says full access, and that actually may be true. Maybe, because like I said, we're putting programmers are putting the last tweaks on it, and so you'll find out what you get, you know, as far as the iPass system goes at each level. You may get it all at the Fast Start level. You get a viral blog system, and why this is important is you give everybody a company website that they can bring people to, but then they're competing on the same level with everybody else. If you go and Google something right now, you will end up going to a blog more likely than a website, just because blogs are fresher, they're updated, and with our blogging system, we already have the backlinks in it, we have the SEO stuff done, we have an aged network and website that they're hosted on, so they show up in the top, you know, first or second page of Google almost automatically if you put good content on there every day. And to have what we offer would cost thousands of dollars. And then you have the iPass Mastery Coaching course, which is some wonderful basic training. You have access to all the back office webinars by 6- and 7-figure earners, and so there's a lot involved with the Fast Start program. And then at the silver level, you really get into the marketing meat. And so here's just a few of the lessons you get at the silver level. Network marketing, sex appeal, what does and doesn't work. Lesson 2, nobody wants to sell chocolate, viral sustainability. Lesson 3, positive framing to convert more sales, the power of metaphors. Speak your prospect's language, how to get people to buy stuff. What is attraction marketing? Do less and make more, create money out of thin air, how to sell to everyone in every way, marketing for smart people. Lasting team culture, keeping it together. SEO by the MLM brothers, and that's just 9 of the 11 lessons, because there again I ran out of paper. So what are the advantages of using a proven franchise model? For one, it works. You don't have to guess. You know, in fact, we have the calculator in the back office. You put in this much money in advertising and traffic, you will make this much money. New members are coming in on autopilot. Each new recruit is taken by the hand and given a new assignment each day. Their mentor checks their progress. You're not going to lose people. People are going to they're going to stay around because they're getting their handheld, they're getting coached, they're getting mentored, and their mentor recommends trainings based on their goals. They're handed the same franchise model to use to start using themselves, and the mentor stays with them until they're making money. And so what does this mean for you as the leader? You have true time freedom now. You don't have to always be recruiting. You've put part of that on autopilot. I still highly recommend doing meetings and those kind of things. Those are extremely important as a leader. You always need to be doing that. You always need to be marketing. But you have a system that's marketing for you also 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you know, they're talking to more people than you could talk to in a million years. The recruiting is automated. The training is handled by an expert. These are all 6- and 7-figure earners who have retired, and they're coming back to be coaches And believe me, we're not paying them a lot of money. They're doing this out of the love of coaching and training. They want to do this, and that's how come their fee is so cheap. It's unbelievable, so cheap. I had a guy telling me yesterday, it's like, why would they do this so cheap? It's like, because they do it because they want to pass on their knowledge. They want to help other people, and so that's why. And we put out the call for coaches. You wouldn't believe how many people were just clamoring to come on. We have, no matter how many people you bring in, we'll have coaches available, because we've got stacks of resumes, people saying, sure, I'd love to help people. And on top of all this, you have an additional income stream. So what does all this automation cost? Now, the iPass system right now, this week, is free until we go live. There's an affiliate fee of $19.95 a month, but that's included in that initial training package, the Fast Start package, which is $197. You saw the silver level is $500, the gold level is an additional $1,000, and the black level, which is the master level, is $3,500. And so if you added all those up, that's like $5,500 or something, $5,400, somewhere in there. And then for all of your new recruits to have a mentor, there's one single fee of $95, and this doesn't matter if you have one person or 100 people. It's a single monthly fee of $95 that you would be charged. But then again, let's talk about how much money you can make with this system, because this isn't just cost. This is an additional income stream for you. You make between 60 and 100% commissions on every level, unlimited levels down, from everybody who's underneath of you. Now, this is really hard to explain and comprehend, but okay. You make everything on your second level. I mean, on your second person you bring in, your fourth person, your 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th person, your 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th person, and it keeps going on. Your sponsor, and this goes, below. So let's say you brought somebody in and they brought in 1,000 people. You're going to get their first person, you'll get their third person, you'll get their 5th person, and then every 5th person thereafter. You will get all those people. So it's we've talked about, I know you have a forced matrix and a 3x8, but believe me, if you sell a $3,500 product training package, you make $3,000 off of that. In fact, let's just go back and show. Off this $197, this Fast Start, you will make $125 and that's a month. That 125 plus that 19 are both monthly fees that your prospects pay to have access to their blogging system and their inner circle trainings, and then the affiliate fee is $19.95 a month. So you make $125. You make all the profit on those, on that level. So then on the silver level, $500, you make 100% commissions on that level. The gold level, $1,000, you make 100% commissions on that. Okay, are you kind of getting the drift of how much money you can make here? This $3,500 product, you make $3,000. So somebody who just comes in right off, if they just go in at $197 level, you're going to make $125 off of that. And if you bring in 10 people, then that's that's 125. So that's $1,250, and you make that every month. $1,250 just from 10 people that you brought in. If you, now these are all one-time purchases, 500, 1,000, and 3,500. So if you sell one of these a week, you make $500 a week on that. If you sell one a month, you make $500 a month on that. You know, and but if you've got 100 people already in your organization and they all want to buy that, you know, you can have a pretty good month. The gold level the same way, and then the $3,500, you make $3,000 off of that, and you have 100 people in your organization, and they all buy those individually. That's what they would cost. But we have a special for you tonight. That anybody who wants to come all in, get all the iPass system, get all the products, all the training, and make all the money. And like I said, you know, you can come in at this level and you will own every one of those products. And if people buy them individually, you make 100% commissions on each one of those. But for you, you get to come in for only $29.97, and this is a one-time offer. So anyone who is interested in coming in tonight, they can. George will give you his link, and you can get in for only $29.97. And if you do that tonight, I will hold a special training session for anyone who wants me for their teams. So you not only get this, but you get access to me and full access to, if you want me to do 5 or 6 trainings for you and your team, you got different groups and they all need to meet at different times, that's perfectly fine. So you have total access to me. So I'm going to, I think that was the last slide. So I'm going to go back to the webinar, and so we can, I can actually see, let's see, I need to get out of this, out of screen share mode. And I'm going to go to the chat session. And let's see, so if Q&As, okay, oh, let's see, so I want to actually, okay, so you should be able to have a chat box available to you. I know we have a number of people on, quite a few people on the line. If you are interested, just contact George and let him know that you want to get all in, and then contact me. Now, if you have any questions, type them in right now, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have about this. I know we went through a lot of material very quickly, and you know, it's like, well, what am I actually getting? You're getting a system that's going to make you an incredible amount of money. It's going to make your life easier. So I'm not seeing any questions right now. So I'm not sure if oh, well, probably because I didn't enable the chat box. Okay. Okay. So somebody just type in something, just so I can know that I can see it. Maybe I'll make sure this is all working correctly. Just type in hi. Somebody type in hello, because I'm not seeing anything. Okay, George, I see you. So the chat is working. And maybe it's just going to take a little while to everything kind of sink in. So if you have any questions, direct them to me after we're done with this webinar. If you go to Facebook and just type in Roy Harris, you will see. Okay, good. I'm seeing some people. I'm seeing some people coming in. You will see that I'll show up first in Facebook, and if you just want to private message me that away, if you have any questions, and I can get you a lot more information about each of the different training programs, but it would actually take hours to cover that that information. So it would just take a little bit of time to do that. So, but I would highly recommend that you consider this, and it will make your company stronger. It'll make your job so much easier, and it's really, if you think about what you have spent in time and effort recruiting and training and retaining people, that this is an incredibly small amount of money. $29.97, you can have everything available to you, and that includes you have mentors for each of your new recruits. You have the iPass system that's going to be bringing people in at a phenomenal rate for you. And so you have access to the proprietary traffic formulas or systems, and all of our brokers that we deal with. You have access to all that. And so, and like I said, once we bring them in, then it's your job as their sponsor. You now have an ultra hot prospect at that point. All they've spent is $7 and $47 to get in, and then you now, and they've had a wonderful experience. They've got a coach, mentor. Nobody else has this out there. I mean, this is something we've worked on for 4 years, getting all the bugs worked out, getting the coaches brought in, getting the proprietary traffic contracts. This is something that individually you could never do on your own, and we are basically giving that to you, all of that, and your prospects have paid almost nothing. You now tell them how, you know, the great green products that you have available. Now, I think everybody wants to be more green. They just don't know how. And you have an opportunity now to share that with them and say, hey, you know, you are now part of our team, and these are, we are trying to save the planet. We're using green products, and we market green products to other people, and so at that point, you know, you bring them into MyWorks LLC, and then we continue training them so that they are the best marketers out there on the market. I mean, so the problem with any company is if you don't train your people, you don't have, you don't really have a solid person in your organization. But once you bring them in and you've trained them and you teach them everything they need to be successful, and you give them a system that makes them successful, and they're making money on it, you know, they're making money very quickly, you are you know, you're going to have somebody that's going to be there a long time, and they're going to be a strong leader for you, because it's the people who are trained are the ones that are your strong leaders, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to train them to be not just the best marketers, the best salespeople. We're going to train them to be, and this is part of in the master's training, we train them to be the best leaders. So you will have, there's the only thing better than having a great somebody who's great in your organization is actually having a great leader in your organization. And the only thing better than having a great leader is having hundreds of great leaders in your organization. Don't you agree? So That's what we're giving you. This is what the opportunity you have through this system, and we, you know, there is nothing else like this on the market. Believe me, we've looked, and we created this, and it took years and millions of dollars to put all this together. So, but a lot of this was done by love and not because of money. So now this will be on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch it again. I will send the link of the YouTube link out to George, and he will, and to everybody else who's on this call, I will send the link out so you can share it with everybody out there. You can look at it. You can contact me. I can answer individual questions that you have, and I can get really deeply involved in every aspect of how everything works. And you're gonna believe me, you'll be very, very, very impressed at how well this whole system works. Like I said, 50% of people who come and see their initial offer, the $7 offer, will opt in. You know, that's, and we can get it up to sometimes 80% of people. So if you have a means of bringing in traffic and you're getting 80% conversions already, you don't need me. You don't need us. If you can't get 50% conversions, you might want to consider this. Because right off, you now have all their information. Once they purchase that low-cost $7 offer, you have all their information. You don't have a fake email. You don't have a fake name. You don't have a fake address. You have all their information because they just purchased something from you. You can't have their credit card information, obviously, because that's not, you know, it's not allowed. But you know they have a credit card because, or some way of purchasing something. So you have all that information. It's all real information. You have 50% conversions, and you have all the information from those people. So if you bought $100 worth of traffic, and that would give you over 100 people into the system, then you're getting 50, 60 people, all their information for $100. Now, I don't know where else you could get that at, and I'm talking people who have actually purchased. To get that kind of a list will cost you about $10 a head, and maybe more, $10 to $30 a head. I don't know if you've tried buying, but if you want purchasers, known purchasers, then it's much more expensive traffic, and you get that for less than $1 a head. So, and that's all part of what you will have access to for only $29.95, $29.97, whatever I just said. Anyway, you get all that for that low price, and that is, like I said, a one-time offer. Doesn't mean you have to purchase tonight, but you have to purchase before iPass goes live, and you can have everything for $29.97. Now, I don't know if that's 3 days, if that's a week, or it may be 2 weeks, but that's how much time you have to get it at that price. So if I see no more questions, I'm going to end this, and I'll send the link out to everybody. Now, it takes a while for YouTube to actually get access, but I can send you a Webinar Jam link. I'll send that out first immediately to George and to everybody who's on this, and they can share that. They can watch this. They can go over the slides very slowly and let this sink in. So it's been great. I appreciate you letting me into your homes and your offices to share. And good night. We'll talk to you later.